Yes, looks like you're getting some units there. Or am I imagining things? Who are these guys? Ah, they're just Soviet onions. That's fine, I can deal with those. So now I can swiftly have my paratroopers, which is nice. Don't know when I'm going to be able to have them, but I'd rather have them and not need them than you guessed it. And yeah, some naval dockyards would actually be nice at this point. Jake, was there much discussion at work regarding the hissy fit on the forums because those nerds didn't have historical accuracy regarding you invading Japan? Wouldn't be very professional to talk about that now, would it? Well, we all know how highly professional I am. Okay, so you guys no longer being in exile, don't know quite what to do. Oh, snap, I forgot I need to set my submarine's location for deployment. Submarines, you must deploy from here. Xiang. And then there's still you guys. I want you all over here. If anyone can't make it, then let me know. 7 and 2 is 9. And 12 makes 21. That's 22. And then there are the 6 over there. That's 28. That's good. In fact, maybe that's not the right place for you. What I should have is you making a front line against the People's Republic of China so that no one penetrates through all this. So that's what we'll have you do. So hold and then go for that, please. Good. This should be enough to hold that line. Oh, and there's an exception to that, and that is you, Atrakor. You're the longest living unit I've ever had, and I still want you to hold out here. Maybe I should just make you your own unit. You can figure out what to do. Jake, psh, you call yourself the Union of Red Dragons and you don't have whales? Cut me some slack here. I marched all the way over to Europe to end World War II. And it's a good time for World War III, I think. These guys are troublesome. What I need to do is make a much larger stack. You're only level 3. I'm probably going to promote you to level 4. To promote you to level 2, rather. So that you can have lots of units. Not these guys, though. I really like them. I like getting Mountaineer and Desert Fox on you. And you are more Inf Arts, who I will probably add to that stack and make a fairly large fallback line. It's going to be weak as hell. If the Soviets just poke it, it's going to collapse. Not to mention my units are really garbage. But my hope is that I can blitzkrieg my way through this. Look at them, they're all stacking up on my border as well. Yeesh, this is concerning. I was planning on making a long line here, but that might be too long. Maybe I should make it considerably shorter. But these are not very defendable locations. Too many provinces here, really. Oh well, I've still got time to figure it all out. And I am eventually going to have more units. They're not going to be trained at all, so they're going to be a bit green, and I'm still lacking that support equipment that they're going to need to have in order to fight effectively. But hey, that's all part of the fun, right? The hope is that I can get some People's Republic of Capitulation done. But with all of these Soviets around here, yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time. Really, the best thing that can happen for me is that the Soviets go to war with the Allies. That'll keep them nice and busy. Can't assume that that's going to happen, because it probably won't, but ooh. Yes, please. More soft attack everywhere. Jake, would some sort of expansion for Hoi 4 with pre-World War I start point be possible, or will most of the DLC be focused on expanding World War II era? The fact that start dates have been trimmed down is something you can take as an indication that they're not about to be brought back some more. Okay, so our so-called soft touchers are in position. I'm going to give them just a general offensive line up here. I don't expect them to follow it. But it's just in case there is nothing and I can push against it nicely. You guys are up here. I think there's no longer a need for an Africa Corps, so I will have you join up here. And then I need to think what kind of line to have. I can have a line like this. But it's already stretched further than they can really reasonably hold. That's right, the real pro strats have people hiding on this side of the river. I'm not so sure that's a great idea. But I can think of no particularly better ones. The thing is, the Soviets will be able to push to here, but I want to be able to hold this line so that I take China. I don't mind losing this garbage if it means I get China. China don't have many resources for me. I took all the best parts, but it has population, and that is a resource that I like. It'll allow me to press them into the army. Maybe get some punching done. I'm going to have to rely on my extremely good... well, I say extremely good. They're not even that great. This would be a lot better with some rocket... well, portable rockets. And they're not even all using Mechanized 2. Some of them are still using Mechanized 1. Guess that's why this upgrade is needed. Jake, can we take the fact that they were trimmed down, that there will be a World War I bridging game between Vicky and Hoy? You can't take anything. Oh, that's right, I don't think I assigned anybody to this. In fact, all of you are going to be assigned to this fallback line. Now, my Inf Art divisions are garbage. 2 infantry, 1 artillery. That is not going to hold when the Soviets come knocking. But I'm going to try at least. And if I fail, at least I failed trying to bring the Soviets down. Because at the end of the World War II, the Soviets had so many points from bombing. They were able to puppet so much. That's going to be getting a tweak, but I can't whine about that. I've got to deal with the consequences. Still though, no The long-term peace between Axis and Allies and Comintern is concerning. I had hoped that they would go to war. I guess, oh, there was a Lithuania there. They're gone now. The Soviets have about 380 divisions in total, and each of their divisions are significantly better than mine, of this I'm certain. Would have thought I had enough divisions to actually hold this line, but I'm seeing gaps. Gaps that the enemy can probably take advantage of, but I just don't have the numbers for this. I may just have to deploy you guys. Oops, that was not the plan. I don't know why, but it counts all of the land that I have here as core provinces now. Well, maybe not core in terms of getting this, so it's non-core state, but it still counts it as fit for deployment. I don't know why. Maybe I never will. Now, was there anything else I wanted to check out? Better field hospitals would be wonderful. I already have good artillery. There's nothing really to touch on with industry except maybe getting excavation going. Better decryption would be good for taking out all of my enemies. Give me that decryption advantage. Don't think I have any use for this. Although rockets would be nice. And if it makes the attacks of my soon-to-be deployed guys even better, then I'll take that. Experimental rockets, here we go. Jake, who controls Hollande? Looks like Greece. Yeah, Greece decided to take it. because the Republic of Finland don't get jack. Right, so I'm going to be losing that most likely. Going to be losing all of this, that's no question about it. But the hope is that I will take back any losses by securing China. Oh, it's going to be so lightly defended across this fallback line, it's almost scary. Well, it's not almost scary, it is scary. Once this fabrication is almost done, I really will have to deploy these guys that are in training. Trained or not. Equipped well or not. Always feels like this need just isn't going down. Alright, well at the very least, we can figure out the nuclear bomb. We have 5 reactors. And, nice. 1.3% towards getting a nuke every day. The Bhutanese nuclear program is live, folks. As it deserves to be. Better strat bombers, better fighters. I really like heavy fighters though for getting air superiority, but that's just not going to be happening anytime soon. Maybe if I had some good anti-air for a change, but that's not happening either. There's a lot of things that aren't happening. Land night attack sounds good, but yeah, maybe I should get that decryption. It helps in battles. Yeah, the hope is that I can have a nice line here, reaching over right there. And then I can punch through with my motorized, my mechanized where possible. I don't think this is going to work. The Soviets just have too many puppets that are going to come and trash me from across the world. Not that they have many units, but they are building up. And each of them can build up about as fast as I can. And that's what terrifies me. Probably getting some better field hospitals would help out, but so would some better entrenchment. You give 5 entrenchment, having you here bring it up to 15. And defense is what it's going to be all about, so we'll go with that. Jake, how long until you got nukes? Maybe it's worth waiting and get better chances. Is there any reason to rush it? Impatience. I don't really regard you guys as particularly well spread out. They'll be able to punch a hole in that like it's nothing. Didn't I build a fort here? I built a level 4 fort here. Damn. It's like I believe in this. So when's this going to be ready? 30 days or so. Apparently we still have a need for all that support equipment. A rather big need. When it comes to artillery, we also have loads of that, which is good. Might as well get figuring all this stuff out. I am concerned for my nation. I'm very concerned for my nation. Oh Lord, the Soviets know I'm coming. Oh, this is sweet. My line here is going to be no good if they're all stacked up against me like that, because they know what's coming. There is no way that I can generate enough troops to defend this line. It's not even remotely possible. And yet I feel that I must try. I mean, I can get you guys in. If I can force a speedy capitulation of the People's Republic, that's the dream. But it does require Beijing. And that's like, as if I know enough about Beijing to be able to go in and take it. And all these units they have. They have armor here as well. It's not like they fear anything going on here. Jake, just kill the allies first, then kill the Comintern. Allies can't be killed by me. I would have to take down America and Britain, neither of which I can even conceivably reach. Oh, there is no way in hell I can bring these guys down. And they would attack me from here. They would get right there. The hell, they would encircle me as well. And force my capitulation. I just don't have the numbers to deal with Comintern here. Okay, where does one even begin with this? There is yet time to salvage their attempt at socialism. I have such a huge front here. I don't have the men to defend it. Okay, what if I swung this around to here? Then at least I'd have something defendable-ish. It's still going to be one hell of a push, and they're going to push me harder. There is zero chance Jake will survive this unless nukes. A fair point. They know I'm coming. That's my thinking. They only have 75 unity. If I can grab Chongqing, Nanjing, Beijing, maybe a few others. Oh, I need to get Yan'an, maybe. Oh hell, there's just no chance I would survive that, even if I'm on the defensive. Take these soft touch guys. It's just one man. Their divisions are probably like 9 units. That, and I've got this hole right here because I simply don't have enough units to fill this up. So a lot of reasons that this isn't going to work very well. Jake, there's a 0.1% chance you will survive this with nukes. I'm starting to think this is a bad idea. Because if the UK and the Comintern, or rather if the Allies and the Comintern don't go to war, then this isn't going to go anywhere good for me. Really, it's a peaceful world, and I'm the one that's trying to stir the pot. And I have a line here that really is not in any way good for defense. So we have a little bit of mountains. Okay, not unreasonable number of mountains, but still a lot of desert. It's not particularly great. They could just roll in with their tanks, and I'm scuppered. They also have the numbers. Remember, bad ideas, Guy Jake. Bad ideas have always gone down well. Still though, there's a lot of things wrong with this. I mean... Oh right, that's right. Why even justify war goal in a puppet? It's no good. Okay, faction traitor went up to -100. There's that at least, right? Jake, either you quit or you try, and you are not a quitter. Alright, so where are my... I guess you need to be renamed, right? You guys. There's no way they would push and my line here would crumble. There is no even remote chance of success for this line. They would take all of this, which would starve me of a lot of resources that I have, even if I grab Japan, even if I grab China. It's not going to be like these guys. It would take a lot longer to build up something worth having for all of this. Okay, so apparently you'll be done in April. How long is that claim of mine good for? May. Alright, so how about I deploy my guys in April, add them to this line. So I actually have a line. Oh, jinx, just look at their numbers. Boss Kelso says, Jake, you spent your 1 Bitcoin I gave you over a year ago. It's worth nice dosh today. Yes, I noticed that the Bitcoin has gone up in value and I still have 1.008 Bitcoin, so plenty chuffed with that. Cheers, boss. This is not going to go well, not even remotely well. Jake, you could invade the Allies and steal their resources and manpower. AI can't naval invade at all. I could probably knock out this, but it would not force capitulation, and I would forever be under threat of allies and allied invasion. And then I'd lose all my overseas stuff without a shadow of a doubt. This is not gonna go well. Jake, the only way this would work is if you sped 5 until you have a stockpile of nukes and hope that the Allies in common turn go to war. We all saw the way the Soviet Union mobilized against Japan, even when they had a war on 2 fronts. And they still nailed Japan, and Japan was better than I am right now. Maybe I need to just stop talking myself down and more start thinking how to deal with the situation at hand. The only thing I'm lacking is support equipment. I'm actually doing pretty nice on the extra mechanized. The old mechanized one, go back into the stockpile. Loads of convoys. What could possibly go wrong? Everything. People's Republic of China will not capitulate nicely. These guys are actually going to get cut off on the double. They just need to go dit, and these guys are stranded, so having you there is striking me as a very bad idea the more I think about it. Then again, I might just drive you over to Beijing anyway, but you would be cut off instantly. Maybe I should get you guys down here so you can actually drive and grab something resembling a line of supply. Jake, I find that bombing takes up too much score in the war contribution page. What do you think? Yes, it does. And that will be tweaked. I cannot join the Allies. Maybe I should give you guys highest priority for getting all that support equipment. Oh well, you've already got it, so never mind that. At least the Republic of China barely have any resources. Flip to democratic, join the Allies. I would have to fight a civil war if I did that. Not saying that's a bad idea, it's probably the best idea going. Since at least the Allies could destroy these ones. Because it's all in difference in ideology. So if I just fired my existing guy, my communist support one. I have all my other things coming in from my national focuses, though. That doesn't make things easy. Why would anything be easy? Jake, build forts along the front line before you declare. I would never get them done in time. All I can hope for is getting something resembling a few nuclear bombs done in time. There's a thought. What if I just bomb these guys into oblivion? They might capitulate faster. Something to consider. I am not going to have air superiority over any of these anytime soon. But perhaps I should grab a nearby, if I have any nearby. Here we go. And get all of you over there. I'll figure out how to deal with that best shortly. So if I just deploy all of you, look how wonderfully trained you almost all are, and it might seem a bit silly. Okay, you could actually do with a commander. I'm going to have you join in with these guys and join in all of that. At the very least, I should have an undisturbed line. If the AI pushes at all, it's going to crumble. But such is the nature of things. Jake, what did the Soviets do so that they had so much war score? They were using bombing, and the bombing numbers were off. So they got way too much participation from that. So they puppeted just about everything I conquered, which left me just a little bit sour. Just a little. Actually, supply is low here. Probably because of these guys that I'm driving in. But that's alright, they'll be driving out of it soon enough. And then we'll grab this. Ain't that right? So I don't think for a moment that this is going to work very well. But I have to try. Potential enemies. Oh, look, the world. I'll call my allies. Oh well, let's try it. Scary. Very scary. Okay, so what can Bhutan do? If I can somehow make these guys capitulate on the double, I'll be a happy man. Best thing I can really do for that is to launch a nuke, honestly. Not even joking here. Ah, my fighters don't reach that far. Because I'm still using interwar fighters here. Okay, where do they both reach that I can nuke back into the Stone Age? I doubt you reach Nanjing either, do you? No, no you do not. Okay, but what if I had you guys deployed over here, both of you? Then I might be able to get you there. Probably should have thought of this ahead of time. Alright. Gotta try and do what we can try and do. I'm sure my mechanized can beat your motorized. No doubt, right? I'm never pushing through this to get to Nanjing. Or maybe. We'll see what they do, because they might just push into me. Yeah, we can see straight away they're pushing. And that's a push that they can easily win, because look at that, I got no defense here. Enemy has air superiority. Our entrenchment isn't that good. Let's Straight away they're attacking us there.